There you go. You know, it's the old to me. You know how many piles I've sort of flipped over? I did it with a pitchfork, those big pitchforks,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So it's only recently, I would say maybe the last 20 years, maybe when I came to Malibu, I didn't do any pitchforking because land is so valuable here. You can't, what is that? What is the SI? It's a Nile. What is it? You know, SINAL.
Sinea? I'm not sure. I think maybe a god, Andy, like, you know.
But so my favorite way to make compost is a pile. It's a big giant pile. It's about my height, 6 feet. Okay, it's about 6 feet high, and I learned how to make it. And I had a Kemp shredder. It's a wonderful, wonderful shredder. It actually shreds up branches and bark, but you can throw compost soil through there. It doesn't kill the biology. It isn't one of those things. It's got just a big block that smashes everything up, you know. And I have all these nice crumbly powder, and it helps me to make the compost faster because you don't have to take. It takes me 30 days to make. Is that the lady? Hi. She should say something. She ran away.
She was saying the word is a Sinai.
Sinai. Oh.
So there's the Mount Sinai.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I have to think about that one. So my favorite. So what I would do is I would start with a pile, and before I make the next pile, I usually take the center of that pile, move that over. That would be the start of the next pile. But in the process of making the pile, I would layer it, right? Put everything different ingredients in it. I would drive out in the country, get some rabbit manure, chicken, steer manure, llama, goat, elephant. I had like a circus of manures in there. Of course, I had the cow. The green plants I have very green plants and mushrooms grow throughout. Yeah, you got it. Let the mushrooms grow. The best thing to do is let them go through the whole process because they will spore back into the ground again rather than picking the mushrooms up. Right, that's the best thing to do. When I go to people's property, I get calls regularly. Well, not from my customers anymore. When I get a new customer, the first thing they said, Andy, I don't know what you're doing, but there are mushrooms growing all over the soil here. What is going on? One guy actually called me up and he says, took a picture, and it's like little mushroom patches all over the soil. I said, you should be happy. That means your soil wasn't so dead. That means that the mycelium and the fungi love it there, and they're growing. Most places it takes a year or two before the soil allows even one mushroom or a mushroom to grow on it. Yeah. You know, another person says, why do you have to come every month? Says, well, you've been here, 30 years, and you've done nothing to the soil, and you want me to do what in 1 month? Right? Mm-hmm. It'd be nice if I had magic wand, touch the soil, all of a sudden, whoosh, it's a different thing, right? But it takes a long time for that structure to get built back up again. And
exactly.
When I sprayed the microbes, 99% of them die. Literally, 99% of them die. And that 1% sends me a finger. You motherfucker, you left me here. Everybody say, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
And I come back.
Hey man, send more backup. Send more backup.
Exactly right. And the next month I go back there, I go, maybe they're there, maybe it's not. I find what I call niches, the little niches, there's an area on everybody's property that the microbes just take off really fast. They really like that spot, the sweet spot of the whole property, you know? I was at Michelle's place today. She has 2 sweet spots, maybe 3. And these are things like not only mushrooms are growing, but the poppies are coming up, the flowers are coming up. This is from seeds. And in the past, she would get a gardener to come and cut it. Monday when he's here, do not touch that. Make it pass. Leave that. He said, well, they've got mushrooms on. Leave them alone. Because this guys will be pulling the mushrooms up and taking them away. I said, no, don't touch them. They're good. So you can see the gardeners are trained to kill the mushrooms.
They're trained to kill pretty much everything.
I had another customer call me up and says, there are earthworms here. When it was raining, they were coming up. And I go, yeah, they're supposed to be earthworms. I've been pulling them up and killing them. I go, you're kidding me.
Oh, man.
So I had to have a talk with him. I have to say, dude, you know, first of all, when I go to people's property and I'm using earthworm castings, I buy the kind that was not heated. And you know why, right?